this video, we're diving into one of the most electrifying stories of the NBA season, the Houston Rockets' unexpected surge toward the number 2 seed. Stick around as we break down the Rockets' rise, the latest fantasy breakout stars, and the smart moves you need to make for your roster. The Houston Rockets, 45-25, are making waves in the Western Conference, surging toward the coveted number 2 seed. With just a few games separating them from the Los Angeles Lakers, 43-25, Denver Nuggets, 44-26, and Memphis Grizzlies, 43-27, every win counts in this nail-biting battle. 8-game winning streak, the longest active streak in the league. This incredible turnaround follows a tough 5-11 slump from January the 30th to March 4th. Even more impressively, the Rockets have thrived despite missing key players like Amen Thompson, out for 6 games, and Fred VanVleet, missed the first 3 games of the streak. At the heart of this resurgence are Alperen Şengün and Jalen Green, Houston's top 2 fantasy performers. Green has been on fire, averaging 40.8 fantasy points per game, FPPG, during the streak, while Şengün has matched that dominance with 41 FPPG. Another rising star, Tari Eason. The third-year forward has surpassed 34-plus fantasy points in 5 of his last 7 games, including 2 massive 50-plus FP performances. Before this surge, he hadn't hit 50 FP since November 2nd. Eason's season-long average of 29.5 FPPG now seems like just the beginning of his potential. Unstoppable performances. Who's stealing the spotlight? Quentin Grimes, 70.6. FP Grimes exploded for a career-high 46 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists in the Philadelphia 76ers' 23-46, 137 loss to Houston. With 40-plus fantasy points in 6 straight games, Grimes has emerged as a must-have fantasy asset. His season average of 24.5 FPPG doesn't reflect his current dominance, and with 11 Sixers players on the injury report, expect him to shine in upcoming matchups. Deni Avdija, 64.2. FP Avdija's breakout season continues. The 5th-year forward led the Portland Trail Blazers, 31-39, to a 115-99 victory over the Grizzlies, posting 31 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists. This performance surpassed his previous career-high 62.2 FP, set just 10 days earlier. He's now closing in on Blazers' fantasy leader Anthony Simons, with just a 50 TFP gap between them. Jalen Green, 62.9. FP Green's dominant play has been crucial for the Rockets. In Monday's win over the 76ers, he tallied 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 13 assists, his 4th 40-plus FP game in the last 6 outings. Green has now posted 30-plus fantasy points in 12 of his last 15 games, proving he's the driving force behind Houston's offensive surge. Final thoughts. What this means for the playoff race and fantasy owners. The Rockets are peaking at the right time, powered by Sengun, Green, and Eason. Grimes and Avdija are fantasy goldmines, thriving with increased roles. Injuries in Philadelphia create budget-friendly fantasy opportunities for savvy managers. As the season winds down, the battle for playoff positioning is heating up, both on the court and in fantasy leagues. Are you ready for the final push? Stay tuned for more unseen stories.